Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Brian, and you guys are deserving of an explanation. Um, I'm going to skip through this, or at least lower the volume so you guys can listen to me. Um, I am really sorry about the last 2 weeks. I have not uploaded a new episode of this, primarily because I've just been so busy with real life stuff that I just haven't gotten around to having an opportunity to record until now. Now, for those of you who watched the last episode, I got an internship, and that's been taking up quite a bit of my time during the week. I have school full time, as well as I have to, essentially, I have to redo my room. Like, I have to renovate my room. So I don't have a dedicated place to record at this point in time. So as a result, I have to do this in my dining room, and during the week, I'm not able to do it because my family is home, and I just don't have a place to record until the weekends. So what I'm going to do is for at least the next few episodes, because that'll give me a couple of weeks of content for you guys, is I'm going to record a couple of episodes probably today, or maybe today and tomorrow or something like that. Primarily because I just don't have the time right now or the place to do a recording, a dedicated recording for you guys. So I do apologize. I know I wanted to make this an episodic series, and I wanted to do it every week, and record a couple of days before the next episode airs, but unfortunately it's just not in the cards right now. Unfortunately, if I had my room all cleared out and ready to go, I would be doing videos on a weekly basis where I can interact with you guys on a much more on a basis that's much quicker than what it is now. But I unfortunately, it just was not finished in time, and it's still not done. So hopefully I can get that done in maybe a week or so, maybe two at most. It's just I have so much stuff going on right now that you guys got to understand. I'm doing this by myself. So I thank you all for your patience. No one actually asked where the next episode was. So I'm glad, partially because you guys aren't like demanding stuff, but flip side, you guys aren't demanding it, which don't worry about. That's not a problem. I'm just saying, no one actually asked about it. But anyway, back into the episode where we left off last time. We finally got out of the Animus, and now we are in one of the multiple real-world segments, which ultimately is not all that impressive. So here we are controlling Desmond Miles. They're having a meeting in the conference room, and these computers are really badass looking, I must say. The interior decorator needs to work on things a bit, but, it's all right. They have cameras everywhere. Cameras for showers, cameras while you're in the bathroom. Yeah. But let's interact with the counter here and climb up and listen to the vent.
You're questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that, too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to traipse through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, so the vent that has all this gas coming out of it, we heard Vidic and Lucy talking, and how basically I shouldn't be pushed so hard that I'm gonna just withdraw, and then they get absolutely nothing.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Okay. That works with me. So now we get to go to bed, and we do this a couple of times in the game.
Damn it, they locked the door.
Of course they locked the door, Desmond. I mean, seriously.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
No, you can't change your clothes. You are a prisoner with a desk and a book of some sort. Anyway, let's go to bed. And not even, like, go under the covers. Let's just lie there. The following morning.
Gotta say, that's a little creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it, then?
Now that would be telling.
Yeah, so the assassins had almost the right idea, apparently, because, you know, yeah. Anyway, let's get back onto the Animus and go back into Altair's memories. And actually, in the last episode, I mentioned there was a video that they did the math behind, like, shut up, Vidic. Behind the falling into a haystack. Now, there was something else that I remember seeing. I think it might have been a picture on the internet somewhere. But there was there's a guy called MatPat who does a YouTube show called Game Theory. A link will be on the screen now to his channel and also to the specific video I was talking about. It's actually a recent video. Oh, shut up, Vidic. But he does all of the math behind, like, falling into the haystack. Because they're actually his show is really interesting, and I suggest you go watch it. Anyway, let's continue on with the last memory, and when you are exposed, we'll get to fight people. Now, Altair's robes are very plain. Personally, I like Ezio's robes from Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood. I think those are the best. Wait a second. Are there subtitles? Were there subtitles? I don't... none in there. Audio? No. Camera? No. Gameplay? Target? No. HUD elements. I thought there were subtitles. Controls, that doesn't do anything. Huh. Maybe backing graphics? No. No. Huh. Okay. No subtitles.
Embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well. You are a novice, a child once more, as you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Okay, so now what we have to do is we've been demoted and lost everything. Everything. We can't even. That's right. We can't use weapons in the fortress. But we've lost so many abilities, so many weapons. So we have to do everything all over again. It sucks, but we have to start somewhere. It's basically Legend of Zelda, all in like Assassin's Creedville. Anyway, we have to find a traitor that helped Robert de Sable. I'm gonna call him Robert because it seems more proper to call him Robert. Who helped Robert infiltrate our city.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
So, they know who the traitor is, but they want me to basically re-educate myself in the ways of the assassins. So, basically, we have to do everything as if we were a new initiate into the assassin order. So what we have to do is we have to go eavesdrop on some people right now. So the fastest way to do that would be... Actually, let's go this way. Because we can jump down and do a leap of faith. And we fall. All because if you're sprinting and you run into people, you will fall. And if you want to have a quick, at-a-glance kind of means to figure out if you can jump and survive, a leap of faith target will, there will be ledges around where you can jump from that have pigeons and straw. So if you see that, you can safely jump, and usually you will land in a bale of hay. Now this is a flag. These are the collectibles in the game. There are different flags. There are 20 assassin flags from Masayaf. We are not going to be collecting them all. I just collected that one because it was there, and so you can get an idea of what they are. There are many flags, and there are different types of flags as well. I think there's a couple hundred of them, like 200-300 or something like that total. But for now, what we will do is we will sit on the bench between these two people. We will target lock those two guys in the background there. And we will use the I tool, in this case Y for me since I'm using an Xbox controller, to eavesdrop.
I know what I saw. Musoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Musoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Okay. So now we finished the first part of the investigation. Now what we have to do is we have to find the Basket Weaver. Now, on the mini-map in the lower right, it'll show you where your target is, both in the direction, but as well as how many meters you are until you get to your target. So what we will do is we will climb up onto this roof here, because it's easiest to hide up here, and we will target them.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Okay, so the Basket Weaver got a letter just before the customer arrived, and we have to pickpocket him and take this letter. So now that we pickpocketed him, he's going to turn around and look for us, even though we're standing right there. And now we have to go find Masun near the cypress tree, which is down in up here, I think, actually. Yes, okay. So the mini-map is actually really, really handy, since it, like I said, it shows you the direction, but also how far you are from your goal. In addition, if you look above the flashing icon, it shows that the target is above, or below, or equal if there are no arrows.
Hear the things you say. A traitor! I'm not a traitor! It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us! Today's attack was but the first. And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Okay, so we have to follow this guy. He's been shouting that Al-Mualim is the traitor and blah blah blah. Now we have to basically kick the crap out of him and basically, you know, and we have to kick his ass until he basically tells us what we want to know. But the thing is, we don't want to do this in a very open area. We want to wait until we get to a secluded spot without guards or civilians, because if we do it, it'll incite panic, and guards will come, and it kind of just turns into a big brawl, which in this game is fun sometimes, but other times it sucks. So now that we are in a relatively secluded spot, we can now just go and kick his butt. And, oh, no, punch him.
Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
So, yes, we got our hidden blade back, and now we must kill 9 people, which we will be doing throughout the game. Now, since we are still relatively, we are still a novice in the Brotherhood, we don't have much, and we have to go, basically we have to check in with one of the Assassin Bureau in Damascus in order to start our first assassination. First things first, though, we will do some training, and I'm not even going to let this guy speak. Basically because each and every time he says, oh, his students don't understand how to fight. So, we have to teach them how to fight. And it's basically just a tutorial of how to fight. And then it just tells us how to do combos and things like that. Over the course of the game, it will it'll give us more and more things to learn. Now, in this instance, we're just doing the combo kill, where we just have to press the attack button immediately as our weapon makes contact, and then we can do a quick strike again. We're just going to exit the tutorial. For now, though, I think we should be all set for this episode. I will probably... Let me get to the front gates of Masayaf, and we will end the episode there. If you guys are okay with it, I'm gonna postpone the episodic stuff for a little bit. Unfortunately, even if you aren't okay with it, it's gonna have to be the case regardless, just because I just don't have the time to record on a Thursday like I normally would. So I do apologize for that. So if you guys would bear with me with that, that'll be great. We will have more stuff coming with some more Sly 3, Agent Under Fire, and then I'll be doing some more solo stuff afterwards. Purely because Zach will be in Germany, and I just won't, we won't be recording for quite some time. So what will happen is it's going to be up in the air. I will think of what games I can do after Agent Under Fire is completed and things like that. But for now, I thank you for watching. Please take a look at the previous episodes if you have not. And I will see you guys next week. And like I said, it will not be an episodic series for a little bit, just until I get enough content to kind of push out and get a buffer going. Just because I just don't have the time, plus I don't have a place to regularly record. So I will see you guys next time. My name is Brian, and thanks for watching.